Good morning, Derium.
I would not call this morning.
No.
Good morning, North Derium.
God.
I need to
Y'all are
watch that movie
menaces.
again. It's a good movie.
I don't even know
Rob
what
Williams.
I don't even know what you're referencing.
Good morning, Vietnam. Radio show host during the Vietnam War.
Sorry, most references are gonna go straight over my head, y'all.
That's fair.
The sect of culture that it was designed for and mostly viewed by is the sect of culture that no one but me and Lena in this group are in, except for maybe Matt.
Anyways,
It's not that you're left out of most things, Tan, it's that me and Lena are surprisingly in sync with what we understand, especially relative to the rest of the group.
Yeah. Irrelevant. Derium time.
Derium time! So, y'all want to sell things?
We want to sell so many things.
Well, I have step one for you.
What's step one?
You've got a creepy black evil onyx device. You've got a creepy black evil onyx of skeleton control.
I don't think that's part of selling. I think that's something else.
Well...
but it doesn't require going places.
I guess, yeah.
And the goal is either destroy the skeletons, which is not particularly difficult, or figure out a way to sell the skeletons. That was the other plan.
That's true.
Oh,
and and I believe you dropped 25 gold each.
At least. Yes.
At least, and there's 200 of them.
Mm-hmm.
Doing the math on that, that tells me it's a lot of money.
25 would need 400 for either 1 or 10,000 gold.
What?
1 moment. 40 for
Show me
100.
calculator.
5,000 gold.
Yeah, that's 5,000 gold of skeletons.
Nice. Let's see what we can do. Alright, so Mr. Valen's Paladin is sure as hell not able to use this thing.
No.
You got anyone evil? Anyone evil? Emrys, you're kind of mean and don't have morals here.
I take offense at that.
You have standards, you don't have morals.
That is not... Glances at Caspian nervously. I put the...
You have morals, dear. He's just mean.
Them having recently gotten in a thing about how Caspian was distressed by her actions that were caused by a lack of morals. Emrys suddenly very sensitive about this.
Valen's oblivious.
Less
Okay,
sensitive.
well, you're the best we got.
Well, yes, I am a
Come
Vecna
back,
follower.
Emrys.
Fair enough, I do follow Vecna. I can go ahead and give it a shot.
Seems
I
like
need
a lich god or something.
Yes, a lich god.
Got it in one. God, Valens.
I feel like we shouldn't be playing Rise of a Kingdom anymore because we've gotten started, but I don't know what else to play.
Temple
Skeleton
music?
music.
I got
I had skeleton music and Lena said temple music.
I have snitch music. I don't really have temple music, which means I can just use the calm playlist. I forget.
Ooh.
I own a calm playlist. Right, I'm having the same problem I had last time, which is getting a window that is not the Derium window, and not a window that is full, to be able to pull up playlists. Because I can't tab out of the Derium window.
You can't?
I can't, I need to leave the Derium window on the Derium tab, because that window is being recorded.
Ah, okay. I see. Hang on, I can get the call.
I found it.
You
I just
said
needed
it.
to set it back up. Alright. I suppose that Emrys can go ahead and give it a shot. as I need to come join you on the correct map. And I can close. I don't need the emissaries page anymore. He's very dead.
He's so dead.
Linker's very
You can archive that
unconscious.
if you wanted.
Masterbred Light Warhorse, I don't need that either. And I don't need Jay's sheet open. Alrighty. Well, Emrys can go ahead and give the item a shot. She is lawful evil. No,
What?
she's not.
No, she's not.
Vecna's lawful evil. Nerol is neutral evil. Ooh. Okay, Emrys, you're going to need to make a religion check to have Vecna be good enough, because this is as a Nerol artifact, or possibly a Hexter artifact. Hexter's lawful evil, so lawful neutral would be close enough. Lawful neutral is not close enough to neutral evil, though. Alright, Emrys, can you use this? Huh.
Isn't this exactly what use magic device is used for?
Yes, you're right, I'm a fool. Oh, that's not good. Alright! Attempt to emulate an alignment. Okay! Emrys decided to roll well for once. Okay! With UMD of 20, she can pick up the stone, and as she does, she grasps it, and it glows, almost humming slightly. Well, it worked, but it's not doing anything. We're too far away.
We have to go back, don't we?
Most likely, yes.
Let's send as few people back as we can get away with, I think.
Wise will also probably want to hurry before Delilah's back on the plane.
Yeah, and maybe get some disguises, that kind of thing.
It's not like we need to teleport back into the village.
Who are you taking, Emrys?
I suppose I could go myself, but that feels unwise.
We're not sending you alone into North Derium.
That's why I'm asking, who are you bringing?
Well, I'm not risking Caspian, so you're coming.
Me? I've been perfectly fine to North Derium every time I went, except for the time that you people dragged me to a fight with Silas.
Oh, I'm perfectly aware, but I don't want you getting injured, and it will only matter.
I haven't gotten injured yet.
Well, yes, but it's more risky, and it will only
So
particularly
you want
matter.
me injured?
Well, not directly, but you are a paladin.
Yeah. So?
Isn't the paladin's
Yeah, I'll go
job
with.
to be in melee?
Sometimes. Let's just go.
Besides, I can talk to Caspian here. And let's bring Sorn for good measure.
Fair
We
enough.
have more emergency teleports.
Yes. And Lena is in the scene.
Yeah.
Now, do I have a contemplative North Derium piece?
No.
I might, actually. That's North Derium is here to kill you piece. This'll do.
Hang on, I just thought about the Cedar would fight, and I thought of the hilarious moment of us being like, okay, man, I wish Luke could do full damage, and I'm just like, hang on, let me summon my horse inside, because we are undoubtedly in this, like, room. Like, I'm envisioning us inside in a big room fighting these guys. Like, I don't know why, but I feel like that's just where we'd fight
Oh, you're
them.
correct.
So, I'm just now imagining just Abelard in there. It's like,
I'm
that's deeply funny.
really tempted to pick up a couple of, like, eternal wands of mount. Just so that we can always have a horse when we need a horse.
We do always have a horse and need a horse.
Sometimes you need more than just Abelard.
I've never needed more than just Abelard.
That's because he's your horse.
Yeah, he is. He's the best horse.
He is.
He talks and helps me fight evil.
That is very true.
I love how he's fine with Luke because Luke's little
Mhm.
good. It's like, oh well. You could have been a paladin had you been trained.
Good enough. Hop on. Well, I suppose that with this new contemplative North Derium music, we can go ahead and Emrys will teleport everyone to the area in which you fought Silas.
Ooh.
In fact, she will appear right where she got blasted. Like, actually hit by the beam.
Why is this the spot you remember?
It's the spot where I was shot. Well, that's what I remember.
I don't know. Somewhere that you could actually focus on the landscape around you that you weren't when you
I
weren't
remember
shot.
what I was seeing when I was inflicted with excruciating pain.
You know what? I can actually relate to that. I take it back. You're right.
Same.
Well, we're just a merry band of assholes, aren't we? Honestly, like, their lasers look like they hurt, but I don't, well, for me, I don't think they're that hard to dodge. I've had practice.
And training.
I'm pretty sure one of those would have killed me instantly.
Oh, possibly.
Soren with 50 hit points.
Those look like they hurt more than my mom's. She just point a finger and just, like, shoot a little one that just burned you a little bit. Teach you how to dodge. Just, you know, a little white beam, like a little shitty scorching ray.
I suppose that would work. Somewhat.
I taught me how to dodge.
I suppose.
You can dodge a wrench, you can dodge a dodgeball.
What?
It's from a movie that I actually haven't
Oh.
watched. I don't actually remember which movie it is.
I haven't seen it, if that makes you feel any better, Dan.
Thank you.
Well, do your thing.
Alright. Emrys will go ahead and hold out the gem. And it glows and hums slightly the way it did before. And it appears to do something. Well, alright, I can control them now.
Alright, I have a new question.
Yes?
How are we gonna get 200 skeletons to Tyrus?
I have no idea.
Great!
Well, my first answer was teleportation circle, but I don't think we have any of those.
Hang on, Emrys.
Yes?
This might be a weird question, but how many skeletons do you think you could fit in a portable hole? Just asking.
Quite a few.
How many? What this portable hole?
Not all of them, but most of them. And they're mindless, so it wouldn't mess up the
Okay,
magic. That
Mm-hmm.
that would actually work.
So we could just have 2 trips. 100 at a time.
Oh, wait. A slight problem. The Colossus Pelorum's in there.
That is true. Maybe fewer skeletons at a time. Several trips.
No, more. If the skeletons touch it, I'm getting the feeling they'll turn to ash.
Okay.
And they aren't stupid enough to avoid it.
I have another question. Can you put a skeleton in a bag of holding? I think you could put like 5 in here.
Probably.
That's a lot of trips.
Yes. I don't remember. How large is the Colossus Pelorum? Could we take it out?
I mean, it is a little smaller right now.
I do believe it's person size right now.
Yeah, it's like person size. Yeah, it's medium. I mean, I don't know how portable holes work. Can we just shove it in the corner and then just, like, not stuff the thing so full of skeletons that they run into it?
Do you have a lot of books in there still?
I moved those into bags of holding for the most
Well,
part.
perhaps.
Because that's less annoying, because you can just reach and go, I want a book, whereas opposed to this, like, fuck, they all fell over.
I was thinking that we'd build a wallet of books so that they wouldn't bump into it.
I guess we could go get the books if you wanted me to. So actually, he looks in the body bag. I think I have some in here. I'm not really sure. He reaches in. Well, it looks like I missed one of the bones, because I was thinking about bones and I found this and he just pulls out like a femur.
Why do you have that in there?
I put the Dread Knights in here! I guess I missed one. He like tosses it over his shoulder.
Hands were contained in their armor.
I don't know how that happened!
Emrys is confused. I am not confused. This, as a DM, this totally tracks to what happened.
This is standard business procedure.
Absolutely. Or that might just be a unrelated femur that from a different.
It really could be. Like, well, he, maybe he was just sweeping a bunch of shit into his bag and there was a bone somewhere. Or maybe he just saw a cool bone lying around and
All
took
of
it.
these are
Chaya.
completely possible, Chaya.
Well, now there's just this random bone in this field where we fought Silas.
Well, that's.
Someone's gonna try a modified speak with dead on that thing and get a very confused peasant.
Certainly. Well, that certainly happened.
Listen, I'm just saying, I think if we fill up the portable hole to like 70% capacity, they're not going to run too much into the statue.
Alright, that should work.
Yeah, we'll just make an extra trip. How many teleports you guys got?
4.
I think we're taking him then.
Did you only prep the
No,
one?
I've got 2 and I don't remember. Did I? No, I never finished Gret to teleport for today.
You know what? Fair enough. Let's go get some skeletons.
Slight problem. I have no idea where they are.
That is a problem. Can you use that thing to find them?
Maybe? I can tell them to come to me, but I don't know how they go about doing that.
I think that would be a touch alarming.
Yes! That was my thought as well.
So maybe don't do that. Just a thought.
I mean, I guess I could just walk around the countryside and detect evil up, but I don't think that'd
No,
be
and
very
they're probably
helpful.
underground. Emrys will try focusing on the crystal.
Okay.
No, I can't. This won't tell me where they are.
I try to help, but I think I get shocked. That looks like it hurts.
Most likely, yes. I think I'm only skirting by because Vecna has to do with undeath. I don't agree with Hexta very much. Conquest in either...
Maybe don't say that while you're holding that crystal.
Fair enough. Conquest in either form is not exactly something I appreciate.
No.
Imagine a very, very confused bard who's following Hexter.
Oh my god.
Oh yes, my cousin's Sienna. My third favorite Sienna.
Gosh. Well...
Do you think anyone in town might know where they are? Dwarves, maybe?
Torag, perhaps, but other than that... I doubt they'd have followed them.
Cassie, did Torag happen to mention where the skeletons are?
He mentioned that the gem controls them.
That was not my question.
I don't know if you guys remember this, but he seemed to imply that he didn't.
Okay.
Dioch would know, but I don't think he'd be very willing to tell us. He's also dead, but that's not the bigger problem.
Ironic when death is not the big problem.
May I present a stupid solution to this problem?
Alright.
Sure.
Have the skeletons surface and create a tower of skeletons.
You're right, that was a stupid idea. I like it though. I don't think we should do it, but I think it's funny.
You'd probably get at least several of them killed. Unlike zombies, skeletons are somewhat susceptible to falling over.
Read, they take bludgeoning damage. Yeah, bludgeoning. I had to stop and go, wait. Bashing it. Nope, bludgeoning.
Yeah, in VTM I tend to call it bludgeoning when it's bashing because it's like, fuck you, it's a synonym.
Unlike zombies who'd fall and just kind of bounce.
A meaty
Pretty
thud.
much. And they get back up and go. And then, like, walk to the next zombie that they're trying to form a tower with and face plant into it because they're the most nimble of creatures.
So they're probably underground. Do you think they're somewhere in the mines or somewhere
Probably
else?
not in the mines. The dwarves would have found them and started breaking them.
Yeah.
Probably in a nearby cave or some such.
Do we know anyone who would know about nearby cave?
I certainly don't. Caspian, did you encounter any cave specialists when you came through here last?
Not that I know
No,
of.
I don't think that we do.
I think I have a couple of relatives who would call themselves that, but I don't think you want that kind of game.
Oh! Horrid.
I know, isn't it?
Tenny is one of them, isn't he?
No.
Stupid is.
Not be Eddie. He would not call himself that. That's disgusting.
Perhaps Tenny a year or two ago.
Hmm. I wouldn't really know.
I'd heard of him.
Hmm. I think he's a little too gay to say that.
Oh, that's a good point. He is.
Saved by gay.
So while she's spacing out, should we go ask the dwarves about caves?
I think we should.
Let's go.
She looks a little pained.
Sometimes I regret the fact that I'm marrying into a bard family. Half of the bards are decent and half of the bards are bards. That's to the rest of the group as she catches up.
Yikes.
I asked Caspian if he'd encountered any cave specialists. You already know where it went.
Sorn, whose first language is not common.
Sexual exploits.
It's a sex joke, Sorn.
Ah. I'm going to keep
Yes,
walking.
I agree. Let's keep walking.
I consider you two polite company, so I will not make my joke, but I will. And I'm also
Is
going to keep
Cassie
walking.
going to be subjected to the joke now?
No, because she wasn't involved in this conversation.
What was he going to say?
I'm
Like,
not
just for the
entirely
record.
sure, but he was gonna make some joke about that and like his past, and maybe he's the expert they're looking for or something.
Oh no.
He did grow up in a cave.
That is true.
So did Sorn.
World's biggest cave, the Underdark.
I can't believe there's travel postcards for the Underdark.
What?
World's biggest cave sounds like something you'd find on a travel postcard for a
You're right.
destination. Like Niagara
Caspian
Falls.
made them.
Caspian made-
It sucks real bad. The Underdark.
Uh,
World's highest concentration of bullshit.
where?
World's greatest concentration.
Okay,
crap,
yeah.
The Underdark.
The thing is, you could argue that, like, the Bard House is the highest concentration of BS. You were talking about Tiana, so I wasn't entirely confident.
True.
You know?
Mm-hmm.
Well, we're going to approach the
Alright.
town.
We're gonna put on some disguises and approach the town.
Yes.
Emrys puts her hair up into
We're gonna roll
puts her
it.
long hair up into just pigtails and into a set of looping pigtails and takes off her leather armor.
Oh, wild.
She looks like a different woman now.
Alright, so good news, bad news, everyone. The good news is Valence does not turn to Lord Caliban, who's not recognizable. The bad news is he does just turn to a human man.
Awful.
With
Which
all
I think
due
is
respect, that is the
deeply
worst
cool.
thing I have ever seen.
I have
You
to
turn
live with
into
it.
a drow, right? You turn into an elf regularly. I suppose it's less of a change.
I don't have wings.
I did lose almost half of my
Mm.
limbs.
I suppose that's fair.
Also, this is an illusion. That is a different body type.
That's a good point.
How do you live like that?
Hmm?
How do you live like that?
I don't. I'm suffering.
Let's go find some dwarves so that you can stop being like that.
How do you handle having heels? And walking on them?
Like normal people. Come on. Soren uses an illusion
Three
magic.
perfectly normal.
Soren uses illusion magic,
ahead.
valence, alter self. Emrys, I could just put on a girly and incredibly young-looking hairdo, and no one will think I'm the same person.
Yeah, unfortunately, the boys are races that will get them identified instantly.
Mhm.
Three perfectly normal humans walk into the town.
You're an elf!
Also, Lena, about that anime comment, I just realized what Emrys's hairstyle, Emrys's new style, is
Is
something
very
straight out of an
anime.
anime. Yeah, because it's the thing is she doesn't want to wear just pigtails because she's 20 something, so it's pigtails that curve back and like are tied back together at the base of her head, which is still very anime.
Uh-huh.
Ugh. Horrid. Alright, you can head back into Demut for the fourth time.
Third. Fourth?
At least
Fourth.
for Soren.
Mm-hmm.
For the fourth time. No one's really leaving their homes right now.
Fair and reasonable.
It's like only been an hour or two since there was a bunch of magical explosions. The town is fairly deserted as you walk down the streets and towards the Y intersection that makes up the center area of the town with the tavern on it. The tavern, it doesn't appear closed necessarily, but appears unoccupied. There's no light on coming in from within, at least on the ground floor. The streets are empty as the various buildings that line the sides of the roads seem quiet and little movement is visible from the outside.
What time of day is it? Is it
Solidly
morning?
night by now. Didn't take you guys that long to get over the loot, especially.
I don't think we could have come back that quickly.
Yeah, so I suppose it would.
Yeah,
We needed a long
our
rest.
castles were
Spells,
out of
yeah.
slots.
Mm-hmm.
So, no, it would be morning.
Congrats, it's
We'll call it early morning.
It's the 7th.
Hey.
Well, I suppose for the lack of a better idea, let's go to Torak's house.
I suppose that does work, yes. You can head all the way down to the base of the town, at the base of the lowest. The hill at the base of the town with the mine is the most extreme. It is both the tallest but also the deepest of the hills, if that makes sense. It starts lower than the other hills do.
Tracks.
Alright. You arrive at the base of the town, beside the entrance to the mine and Torag's home. Unlike some of the other times that you've been here, there's no one standing outside to greet you, and the door's closed.
Nothing for it. Knock, knock, knock.
Hey, yeah. The door will open to reveal a Corn with a backpack on his back.
We're hoping to speak with someone about the local cave networks.
Looks at the group, feels the bad vibes from Emers's pocket, looks at the group. Alright. Dorag's a bit busy at the moment. He's in the mine. I'm heading out. Local caves. You're looking for a buried treasure?
Something like that. The rumor is it's hidden in a relatively large cave.
Or it's really packed in there.
Couldn't be too far out. Needs to be able to get to the town quickly. Probably in the...
Okay, he gets it.
Yeah. Probably needs to... Probably in the direction of the emissary's manor. Try it, he'll probably not. Maybe the two behind it or so. Wouldn't be surprised if they did if it's not a natural one that we'd know about, but rather just a sort of slapped together excavation by skeletons. No need for finesse if you're not looking for ore. And don't overly care about cave-ins.
Fair enough. We'll start
Right.
there.
Thank you.
I'll be getting out of town, so don't know if there's anyone else who'll be able to help you. Most of the Granite Elms are busy, and I'm the most outward of a lot, which is why I have to go. Torag's in the mine. Most of the family's in the mine, so good luck. He'll pat you guys. He'll pat probably Soren if he's closest on the hip, which is the equivalent of the shoulder, and just walk out and past them and into the mine entrance.
Fair enough.
Fair enough. Well,
Let's go.
let's get started.
I can't believe I actually wore my hair like this for several years. I hate this.
Oh my god.
Yes, that's how I know how to...
Oh my god, how old were you?
14 or so?
Oh my god.
Caspian can have heard that. Caspian could have heard that if he wants.
Caspian sends oh my fucking god vibes. And that's adorable. What? It's cute.
It's alright when you say it. Alright, there's probably a picture of it somewhere. Yes, but now it's just...
My hair at 14 wasn't exactly stellar either.
Well, that's good to know.
I had it long.
Oh dear.
Because it is all I will be saying.
Fair enough. I can't picture you with long hair.
Neither can I!
Back to Emrys, to Valence and Soren. Yes, but now it's just so... the lips feel so odd and I feel so... weird.
Let's get out of town.
Yes. You can go ahead and walk up the hill to the emissary's manor and down the hill to the other side, at which point Emrys will quickly pull the string holding her hair into the two pigtails. As they fall down and into just straight up pigtails, at which point she's like, pulls out the bands that are making them pigtails instead of just sort of...
Vales quickly sent a Snapchat to Cassie.
Oh my god.
He will not be telling Everest he did that.
Wise!
Cassie won't be snitching either.
Before she removes the second set of bands that are keeping the pigtails as pigtails. And it just falls back into the long, just sort of hanging. I don't know how to describe it. Drape, I guess, but that's not right. Long, straight hair that flows down her back that she normally wears.
What do we want to bet that the cave entrance has an illusion over it?
Yes,
Okay.
you're probably right. I suppose.
I guess we're just gonna have to walk around not believing in these goddamn hills.
I suppose that if we get closer to the other hills, I could call the skeletons to me. If you went into the air and looked, you'd probably find them if they were here. The downside is that if they aren't in these hills, then they're still walking quite a ways.
That is true, and they might just end up walking through the middle of town.
They might. I don't think they'd run into anyone, so it wouldn't be horribly bad if that happened, but... Do we want to risk it, or do we want to try and look for an illusion?
Let's try to look for the illusion first.
Alright.
And then if we can't find it,
Go ahead and make investigation checks.
Oh boy.
Which is search checks. Does Soren have any ranks?
He does. He has 3.
Mm-hmm.
What?
do you have that as a separate skill?
I think we made it a separate skill as of last binge.
None of my characters have it on their sheets.
Fascinating.
So I don't think I can roll?
No, go ahead and roll on
Or-
as search. Did anyone in the party level up after Silas? Okay.
No. It's a 28 on search, by the way. Valence and Cassie are still a good 23k away, and Caspian and Emerus are a good 32k away.
Luke leveled up.
Right.
Legally.
Well done, Em.
30K out.
What? Oh, that should be 5 more. Okay. 13. Well, Valence did the best. Did the best of that. Valence, go ahead and make a will save for me. Your Divine Grace does not apply.
What? Oh.
Taliesin has
Okay.
better things to do than help you check multiple hills.
Hang on, -7 to that.
Okay, that's still really good.
31. Hang on.
24.
I didn't feel like removing the bonus. Yeah, 24.
That is enough. Look, Taliesin has better things to do than
Yay.
help you with alcohol and help you with the 8 other will saves I didn't have you bother rolling because it was just a hill, you know? Because this isn't an effect, this is a, I'm attempting to do a thing, you know?
Mm-hmm.
He ain't protecting you, it's more like sending out like a mental needle to stab at any illusions there, and Taliesin is like, I'm not helping you stab a hill 7 times. You know? Eventually, however, you do manage to uncover the illusion blocking the cave entrance.
Woo! Woo!
Well, I think we found it.
I think we did.
Hell yeah.
After you, Mr. Paladin.
After me, I guess.
Loud doorbell noises.
I noticed. He seems to be struggling.
One moment. And I return. Alright, Valence. You can go
Welcome
ahead
back.
and head into the skeleton cave. At first, it's just a normal, somewhat thin cave for about 10 squiggly feet. And after about 10 squiggly feet, it opens up to a massive cavern with just a sea of skeletons. There are a massive array of skeletons, each standing in 10 ranks 10 wide and 10 deep, with a slight gap between the two units, each of 100 skeletons, just sort of standing there, staring up at you soullessly.
Found him.
Well, that's good. Emrys will
I
come
hate
out and not
this.
seem at all bothered by the soulless staring skeletons.
They want my bones.
What do you mean? They don't want anything.
Look at them, Emrys.
I had one of these as a pet.
You what?
It was a horrible pet because it didn't actually understand anything.
You just had. How old were you when you just had a skeleton around the house?
Oh, we have several.
What?
To help with the
Why?
griffins, obviously.
But, you would assume the griffins wouldn't like them. Bad
It's more for the
vibes.
cows and such.
Bad vibes.
I don't know much about cows, but I feel like they're not smart enough to understand that a skeleton isn't another animal.
No, not really. Horses out, or cows less so. And besides, it's stuff like fill the food troughs, clean the stable, put new hay, such things and such forth.
Soren trying to make sure he understands what all of these terms
Mhm.
are.
What is a cow?
Well, Seven, what's a cow? No, you don't have to.
A large
It's fine.
rotund beast, sometimes hornless, with that either has horns or large swollen pink things that swing from underneath its belly. It eats grass and travels in massive herds.
Great. Why would anyone put those on a farm? Anyways. So we're putting them in the bag? The hole?
Yes, seems like it.
Well, guess we'll start. I'm not gonna say that actually. I guess we're gonna start shoving them in the hole. It's like I'm not gonna say that actually.
Whatever was wrong with... Oh. Oh dear.
We had a whole cave discussion earlier.
Yes, we did. Alright. Hmm. Set it down and I'll
Just gonna
tell them to
pull up.
lower themselves in and then lie face down. Well, it's the best way to stack them.
Alright. Alright, let's stack some skeletons.
How do you
He's
know
going
how to
to...
stack skeletons?
We've had to carry them in wagons before.
Pretty sure it's a hobby. Yeah, see, look, no, it's like, I imagine it's like a game for Teresians. Like, okay, let's play some Stack the Skeletons.
No, they're valuable work tools. We don't use them as a toy.
You had one
Alright,
in the
fair enough, I
bed!
suppose I did then, but it's not like we use them as toys on Mars.
Get him the fucking... cameras.
Get the fucking hole, skeleton.
Alright. Valence goes ahead and sets down the portable hole, and she orders the skeletons to just sort of lower themselves in as they walk over to the hole and sit on it, and then grab the edge with their hands, and then lower themselves down, and let go, and sit down, and then walk over to the center and lie face down, forming a blanket of skeletons across the floor. And then the next set show up and just sort of lay on top of the next set of skeletons, and now you have a blanket of skeletons, 2 skeletons deep.
This goes on for several hours.
Kinda, yeah, because she's having them do it one at a time because it's specific orders. Well, not several hours, but they're lying so that it's sort of crisscross, so that they're facing like one direction on one sheet and then 90 degrees on the next sheet. And after about 40 minutes of loading skeletons, you eventually have a several skeleton deep blanket of skeletons in your portable hole.
How many skeletons
There are
in this
200
hole?
skeletons in your portable hole.
No, we got them all in. Let's be careful to jostle this hole too much, I guess. I don't want to know how this works.
We could put a wall of force between them and the statue, but that only lasts just under 3 minutes.
No one fucking touched the Colossus Valorem, I swear to God.
I think that the wall of force would actually work. We only need to have it last long enough to fold up the portable hole, then teleport back. Then open it again and unload them into the temple, and never mind! No, then we need to load them back to unload them in... Yes, alright.
Temple? Aren't we just taking them?
I
to Derium?
suppose we could, actually.
We need to waste the teleports.
Fair enough, and we'll have everyone meet us there. Someone, can you do the wall of force? It will probably help.
Wall of
Alright!
force.
Alright, let's fold
You
this
can
shit
go
up.
ahead and fold up the, You can go ahead and fold up the portable hole.
I deeply thought you were gonna say, you can go ahead and fold that shit up. And I'm so disappointed you did.
I'm sorry. I must preserve the swears.
Fuck.
Shit.
Ass.
Beans.
Balls.
Heard it here first, folks. Beans is a fucking swear.
Seven, I know you're upset, but watch your fucking language.
Alright, you can go ahead and fold them in as... Fold up the portable hole and Um, so do you actually know any Teresian teleports?
I saw the one once.
That's good enough. Let's take us there. I would need to ask. I need to ask Gwaine about who needs skeletons anyway.
Are we gonna get chewed out for Soren doing it?
No, I'll be there. And besides, it's one of the designated locations.
Okay. Okay.
Alright, let's see if we can hit our target.
Cannot believe we just stole two units of
Mm-hmm.
skeletons.
We are on target.
Okay.
You're going to go ahead and arrive in Tiris, as I need to quickly update the notes about.
About troop
Yep.
deployments.
And sure, they can put more skeletons there, but again, an inconvenience. And it means they need to either acquire more skeletons or move skeletons from somewhere else.
Here's the thing. Creating skeletons costs 25 gold per skeleton. So we just essentially stole 5,000 gold from them.
And like a few hours at least.
Oh yes.
Nice!
Let's see here. I think that would be... Animate Dead?
Mm-hmm.
I think that's Animate Dead. Hang on. Yes. One or more corpses touched. Regardless of the type, you can create up to half your caster, or twice your caster level of undead, of skeletons, in a single cast. So, she's level, what, 17, I'm assuming. 34 skeletons per cast, and she's probably got 5 spell slots. Yeah, that's gonna take a little while.
Mm-hmm.
It's gonna take her at least, like, 2 days of nothing but that. And that doesn't include the control gem that we stole, because fuck you.
Alright, troop deployments have been updated.
Fuck yeah.
Fuck yeah.
That's gonna make taking that town even easier.
Or at the very least, funnier. It's like, aha, these skeletons here are not their skeletons. This is someone else's skeletons.
Well, you can go ahead and arrive in Tiris. At the same teleport location that you saw last time, as Emrys will arrive again with Valence and Sworn. Alright, we're in the designated location. You can come meet us now. I'm assuming that we all want to sell things in Tiris.
I mean, we've just got the evil bugs.
Well, yes. Do cast...
Well, then, I assumed we were in a group call of some kind.
Yes.
Well, I don't think those books would sell very well anywhere else. Except for maybe Beacon. We might as well sell them while we're here.
Well,
Speaking of which, Cassie.
Because she can just to Valence whenever she wants.
Mm-hmm.
Valence beams. Like, my wife.
It'll take, unfortunately, Emrys sighs, and it will take my husband longer to get here than it takes your wife to get here. Sadness. Wait.
There's the bitch. The flowers right outside this window, there's a spider web on them that's been growing by the day, and I'm like, where the fuck's the spider? I see the spider. I think it's a baby.
Oh.
It's this itty bitty, like, completely white spider.
Huh.
Oh.
Holy shit. Bro! Oh, there's 2. Oh, there's 3. Oh! A
It's
spider
the family.
An egg sac must have hatched outside, and a bunch of little baby spiders have been building their webs all over the flowers.
Neat.
Go off, little dudes! Okay, sorry, that was my tangent nature interjection.
Good. So.
We've got baby spiders, this bitch.
Hey. So, Cassie is here. As Gawain will come down from the tower to figure out who's teleporting in, and... Emrys, you're back again. Yes, sorry, we needed to leave somewhat quickly. I suppose we never did get the chance to catch up. Yes, we do need to do that. Unfortunately, the Cedarwoods have noticed us, so I'm guessing our reunion has been, yes, a while. You will get that duel, it's just going to take me a few weeks. You'd better not get yourself maimed while you're out there, and be a shame if you finally beat me for once. Sorry, he'd say, if I finally beat you for once. Oh, now don't get your hopes... Anyway, so we should probably get them out of there before the... No, wait, no... I have about 200 skeletons. Any idea who might be buying? 200 skeleton... How did you...
We stole them.
Stole them.
We stole them from
You know
the
what?
Cedar
Fair
Woods.
enough. Better for them to use better for their use in agriculture than sitting around doing nothing and waiting for war.
And waiting to slaughter people.
Yes, that is bad. I don't think anyone in the walls is looking for some at the moment. Quickly look up. Galahad. The Galahad family. I think they're purchasing some at the moment. Oh, wonderful. They're... Yes, they're in the third farm, near the center, the fairly large one. Yes, yes. All right. So, how about I go? Who wants to come with me as we go there? And then, who wants to head into the city to sell the books? Hint: bring a player character to the negotiation for the skeletons.
Yeah. I've got the portable hole. Although it'd be kind of weird just to send Soren and Cassie somewhere. I feel like that would be a strange phenomenon.
How about you give the portable hole to Cassandra and I take her and you and Soren go into the city?
Fair enough.
Soren.
Hmm?
Nothing against Soren, but I didn't marry him. Why are you stealing my wife?
And because she'll do better at negotiating a price than you will.
We're running away together.
Okay, two things. One, I don't know if that's true. And two, no.
Oh.
The negotiating thing. And two, I know that second one isn't true because he points at Emrys, are straight and you know it.
Yes, I am. I like men, and I'm not afraid to say as much. You actually like men? Oh, shut it, Gwen!
I think she just likes Caspian.
Oh, yes, that would make sense.
Well, if you really want to go sell the skeletons,
No, it's fine.
you're welcome to.
No, it's fine. We have a boys' night out. Yeah, it's morning. I don't care. It'll take us that long to get anywhere.
Oh, there is a quick way to send you on into the city. Did you not? No, I was showing them the scenic. Oh, right, this was the first time. Yeah, once the other two are out of here, I can activate the circle and send you into the city.
Oh, great. Thank you.
You are standing on a teleport
Because we were just gonna walk for a long time, and then we were gonna get lost. Now we're just gonna get lost.
Can't help you with that one. I can't leave my post.
Yeah. Well, I guess the good news is since I'm going with you, Soren, you can teleport us out.
I can.
If Cassie and I went, we'd be kind of fucked. I can teleport 2 feet to her. Alright, bye. Get out.
If Cassie takes the portable hole, she will.
Yeah, I will hand her the portable hole. Don't shake that too much.
Why? You left the statue in here, didn't you?
What was I gonna do? Take it out and
No,
leave it in
that's
the boot?
No, that's fair.
The skeletons are all kind of stacked, so if you shake it too much, they're just gonna fall into it, and I think they're just gonna turn to dust.
We're going to endeavor not to do that then.
So just hold it flat like this.
I will hold it flat like this.
Alright, Emrys will have you step out of the miniature, outside of the stone circular pattern on the floor in the ring of standing stones, as Gwaine will press a symbol to one of them and speak an incantation as the circle lights up, and Soren and Valence are sent into the city. And we can abstract selling those. And now I teleport us to roughly near that house before the wall of force disappears. Emrys will hold on to Cassie's arm and teleport them a hex away. I don't have a way to get us back home, so we'll have to be picked up. But well, no, I do still have an open slot. I suppose I can sit here for 15 minutes. Anyway, the two of them will vanish and reappear out in rural Tyrus, which is an interesting thing to say as you leave the Tyrus hex and arrive elsewhere in Tyrus, on one of the large, mostly empty farming areas. It's the third one, which is the one that is the furthest from Derium, as you arrive in wide, sprawling fields of wheat, as you can see skeletons and skeleton oxen ambling around, going and performing different farming tasks. In the distance you can see orchards tended the same way, as well as fields of barley and odd flooded fields for some reason in the distance.
Are they growing rice?
How would...
Does Tyrus have rice?
Yes! Cassie, I was debating telling you
Nice.
whether or not, because Cassie would not know that, but yes. Yes, they are. Tyrus has rice.
Cassie looking at rice. What's this? Some kind of tiny grain?
incredible. They have rice.
Mm-hmm. Emrys will quickly toss down the hole and start ordering the skeletons to clamber out as she slowly gets a trail of 200 skeletons that just come out of the hole. Well,
That's certainly a sight.
yes. I think I'm going to have them walk single file, as that's more... Well, triple file's too much. Double file's good enough. We don't want them looking intimidating. Having them trail in a long line makes them more like workers. And less like an army. And we can't have them looking ill-disciplined
enough.
by just sort of ambling in a group. Alright, well, time for us and a long trail of skeletons to go over to that man over there. I think that's the Galahad house.
You would know better than I.
Well, it's not like I've been here in several years.
It's not like I've been here ever.
Alright, fair enough. After about 15 minutes of walking... After about 15 minutes of walking, you will arrive at the large manor. And Emrys will go up and knock on the door. As, she'll knock on the door and open it. Hello, is this the home of the Galahads? No, it's not. Where is... I'm Cardor Colidas. Why were you looking for the Galahads? Oh, well, I happen to have quite a few skeletons to sell. She'll lean out of the way as there's a train of a bunch of skeletons heading backward. A thoughtful look crosses his face. Well, the Galahads are down that way. I've heard that they have a listed offer. They do? Well, how much was it for? I have been out of the city for a while now. You that Varlands girl? Yes, I am. Saw your fight 4 years ago? Impressive. Why, thank you. Do you know the opponent? No, I've forgotten him. Famous dueling school, but no last name. Describes too many of my opponents, unfortunately. Yes, thought so. They had a listed offer, running pretty cheap. Only 26 per. Well, it's not a large profit margin. No, not unless you're... I think they were hoping to pick up... I hope they were hoping to pick up savagery skeletons. Maybe UNT. I've heard that those aren't any good for farming, though. Must be willing to give them a shot. Those human skeletons? Yes, they are. In that case, I'll go ahead and give you 5 for each of the bodies. 35 total. Looks at Cassandra. Emrys will look at Cassie.
Did Emrys have the good grace to cast the telepathic bond prior to this? Emrys, I have no idea what the good price
It's not like I've sold skeletons before. My mother would know, but I wouldn't. Apparently, it's better than what the Galahads were offering, but I think that this might be their rival. He might be trying to upsell them to prevent the Galahads getting skeletons. Or he might just be lying. I honestly don't know.
I think that seems like a reasonable bargain.
Fair enough. I think we'll take you up on that offer. Wonderful! How many do you have? 200.
200.
Emrys will chuckle slightly as they say that at the same time. Alright, I've been thinking about an expansion to an orchard. Picked up a new thing. I can take that many. 230 apiece.
God, I love Tirit.
Welcome to Terizian Nobles. 6,000 gold.
230 piece. Hot damn.
A fair enough bargain. He'll reach into a bag of holding at his side and pull out a large sack of coins, and then a smaller one. 500 and 100 platinum. Well, I've had the control of the skeletons transferred into this for ease of exchange. You'll probably want to sort it out afterward, but yes, fair enough. A fairly normal thing, and he'll just pick it up just fine. Pick up the artifact just fine. Bit hard to
This is not my problem.
hard to
Not my
use.
problem.
Yes, if you've got anyone in your family that follows Vecna, my wife, she'll probably have an easier time of it. Ah, that's how. Alright, we'll just pocket the stone. This man is lawful neutral at best. Hand you your money and walk back to get his wife to collect his skeletons.
Excellent.
Well, now I think we act as good businessmen and give the man his space, and I suppose take a nice ambling tour around rural Tiras while I prepare our way back home.
I suppose so.
Emrys laughs in. I only have 2 teleports.
Are you running away with her, dear?
No. Oh, we're not running, we're just sort of ambling across the countryside.
You're ambling away from me with Cassandra.
I'm ambling in no particular direction, and besides, this is the area without streams. If I wanted to take you on a wonderful tour of rural Terrace, I'd go to the other portion of the farms. There are far more streams there.
If there were streams there, I would have come to you.
And then I would have to bring us all back.
Mm-hmm.
You don't seem to mind.
Mm-mm.
Well,
No.
you could probably come. You would beat me at preparing if you decided to leave now.
But then I'd distract you.
And that is very true. And I suppose with that, Caspian Emrys will just sort of amble somewhere on the roads of rural Tiras as she prepares a greater teleport back to the temple. So, they eventually manage to get back to the temple somehow. Valence and Soren find, like, a bookstore, probably, in the time that it takes. A whole bunch of shenaniganery if they get back to the temple, and then they need Sorrow to help take them back to Tiras again. And then they manage to... There's quite a bit of shenaniganery involved with getting the group back together, but eventually everyone is.
I mean, not much. Because Soren and Valen's gonna sell books and get back to the temple.
That is true. I suppose they could sell the books on their own. So,
Like, they don't need
what would
help.
y'all like to sell here in Tiras?
The evil books.
Yes.
Because the other books will sell better in Duazil, but I don't want to hand those out in Duazil, and also they'd be like, this is how to sacrifice someone and turn their body into an undead. It's like, yeah? Like, Duazil people are not gonna like that, but Tira's like, oh, that's cool.
That's an acceptable thing to sell.
That's fine. I know someone who would buy this. And Valence says, like, that's not my problem.
Haha, demand for human sacrifice books. That's a wonderful thing to have in your society, no?
Hopefully it's just for academic
Hopefully
purposes.
just for academic and historical purposes.
Historical human sacrifice.
I mean, the Essex did it.
Yeah.
Well, we're
How much do we sell
gonna...
these books for?
Alright, what was their listed average and how many do you have?
They were listed at an average of 4 gold each, and the grand total is 318.
They'll
damn.
go for 3 each here.
Fair and reasonable. Have a good day. That's 954 gold.
Nice.
Whoops. 954 plus 217. Cool. I think everything else we were taking to Duazzle.
All right.
Yep.
do we want to sell them the sending stone to Silas?
A few Parisians would buy a sending stone without a pair.
Why?
It's a surprise tool that'll help you later.
Some of them will go like... You can find a couple who would be willing to buy it for 20 gold.
We're not doing that.
No, I want to keep it because I think it'd be very funny to have.
Yeah, but also imagine how funny it would be to, like, for Silas to pick up the sending stone to curse us out, and then he just gets a random Teresian because we cared so little about being able to talk to him that we sold the sending stone for like 5 gold. The amount of disrespect.
Give it to Kaluna.
Give it to Kaluna. That would be hysterical. Oh my god. But yeah, I think we're off to Duazzle next.
Alrighty. You can take a quick... You can take a quick hop on the Sorrow train.
Yeah, because at this point we're in the Saurus teleports.
Sword still has 2.
Oh, nice.
As you can teleport to Duazzle. Have I described it enough times, or would you like another description?
I think we know what Duazzle
You can arrive in Duazzle for additional acelification.
Let's sell the books first.
Let's sell the books first.
Because that sounds like it's going to take less time than selling to, hopefully, Deacon's assistant, but we know it's not going to be Deacon's assistant. We know it's going to be him.
What are you hoping to sell to Deacon?
All the enchants and stuff we got from Dread Knights.
And the Ring of Cure Minor Wounds. Well, no, I think we were thinking about keeping that.
We were, because
like
it'd be good.
Unit commander.
It'd be good for a unit commander. That'd be a hilarious item to give to Luke.
He is a unit commander.
He is. I have a question.
And we care about Luke's unit, because it's his unit.
Yeah, I have a question about that thing. How much is it worth?
You've never seen an item like this before, nor has Emrys.
Fair enough. Have a good day.
This appears to be a unique item that breaks many conventions in its creation. Deacon might pick it up for a decent chunk of change, if only for that reason, because it casts an It's surprising in that it's a magic item that can cast unlimited times per day. Sure, that's how cantrips generally work, but
magic items typically are not that ballistic unless they are absurdly powerful.
But like the healing cantrip that it uses, it has other limitations.
Well, let's go find a bookstore and then maybe a tax expert.
A tax expert?
We do have those tax documents.
Cassandra, make a nobility check.
I would love to make a nobility check.
Alright, particularly with Duncan, the steward here, and at least his philosophy in the court, you might actually be able to find someone in court that you could sell those to, if only for the information on the economic information about Derium.
Yeah, fair enough.
Just because intel.
Do we want to sell them information about North Derium? Like, economic information?
Duazzles are buddies.
Duncan is the kind to
Fair.
collect that kind of information regardless of alliance status, but Duazzle is the kind of state to not use it.
Do things with it.
Mm-hmm. And the economy is going to change significantly when we take skeletons out of the equation. We're going to be spending way less money on skeletons.
Help, my people are starving. Actually,
Well.
no, wait, they wouldn't ask for help.
Yeah, I was trying to make that joke.
No, wait, they wouldn't care, never mind.
Someone who's good with budgets, help me. My castle isn't lavish enough. Or, feeding people budget $10.
North Derium. My economy's in shambles. Tyrus, spend more money on skeletons and put them on the farms.
Everyone else, spend less money on
Derium,
skeletons.
squint.
Tira, spend more money on skeletons.
North Derium, alright, we're spending more money on skeletons in the military, and Tyr's like, that is not what I said. Nobody liked that.
Nobody likes that. Alright, well, let's find a bookstore first of
Alright,
all.
you can go ahead and find a bookstore.
Half-priced books. Those stores exist elsewhere, right?
Heard the jingle, never
Not a Kansas City
like
thing.
when you said it, I kind of recognized it.
It's not a jingle. I just
Well, no,
said
I
it
know, but like
that.
the name half-priced books, I'm like, oh yeah, that feels like a store that I've
Okay.
heard of before.
Okay, I'm glad that it's not a here thing. Yeah, let's find a bookstore.
All right, Tyrus actually has quite a few. Luke will mention that even Brendanford has a couple.
Oh, wow.
I mean, sure, by a couple he means like there's like a couple because like some of them are arcane and one of them's like kind of weirdly esoteric. He didn't like it, but Philip said that it was a fair business that they didn't have a reason to unfairly investigate as of yet. If Luke was still there, he intended to take some of the elite troops that'd be stationed in town during the trade fair to go and suss it out because it felt weirdly culty, especially after being with you guys. He's like, yeah, I'm getting the feeling that something was not right with that place. But
Well, that content is too low level for
it's
us.
content for a specific other campaign.
Patronage, I'm guessing.
Do you appreciate the foreshadowing?
Yes. Be nice if we got to play Patronage again. With subs dying.
Oh, subs dying?
She's going to die in, like, next month.
Because that's when summer. Because that...
That's when, she's going to band camp at some point, I think. Uncertain. But if so, then she's just going to be shot through that and through the semester.
Band camp happening? Corona?
I don't know the
Valid.
details, Evan. That's what I seem to recall
Valid.
she said. I could be
No,
wrong.
I wasn't questioning you. That wasn't a question directed at you. That was like a question to the world. Will the band camp be happening with Corona? I'm weird. Ignore me. Anyway.
I have 106 books about my.
You could definitely sell those. There are mines in the northern hills. There's water here in Derium.
Great.
And
Duazzle.
Duazzle, sorry.
You've also called it Tyrus.
You guys are changing locations
This
too
country that
quickly.
we're in.
we're changing before the terrain around us fully renders.
Mm-hmm.
Alright. They average 2 GP each.
They'll sell for that.
Nice. That's 212 GP. Which isn't a lot, but it is some.
Indeed.
Hell yeah. And before we go to Deegan's, I would like to be right
Valid.
back.
Okay.
Yeah,
Like,
we
can I
can
ask
go
for a
ahead and
break?
take a short break here.
Yeah. It's about time to split the recording, anyways.
Alright,
Alright.
I'll be back.
And I'm gonna split the recording and then be right back.
I shall do the same.